Yes, guys, back at it again with another week of absolute filth. I'm joined once again by my ghost producer DS94. Say hello, Danny.
Hey guys, what's going on?
So, we've got a 16 bar, a very rough 16 bar section, and a tiny little build up. I'm going to play it now so everyone can hear what's going on. Disgusting, horrible, murky, filthy, awful dubstep. So, what are my goals for the day? What do I want to get done? I definitely want to get some kind of build up written so we can kind of contextualize the drop. I definitely want to get the first 16 bar fully fleshed out. I think this is going to need like a vocal sample, so find a pre-drop vibe. I think if we get all of that done today, it'll be pretty good going. Danny, any predictions on how today's going to go?
My prediction is this garage or dubstep?
Is this garage or dubstep? Are they the same thing? That is the real question.
Well, it's the BPM that's throwing me.
Oh shit, we're at 132?
This is why when you said last night dubstep, I was like, but it's garage.
That's crazy that we're at 132. Who the fuck's ever gonna play this tune? Who's ever gonna play this? Oh, fuck's sake. What? I wonder what it sounds like at 140. Should we try it? Ah, oh, lad. This is not good to be doing right at the start of the first day. For fuck's sake, lad.
Mate, I could have just not told you and you just fucking...
I would have never even
the
thought.
entire tune.
I wouldn't have even thought about it. Let me hear it again at 132. Session ruined. I think it sounds too fast at 140.
What about a middle ground?
I was just going to say, what about like a little 136? That feels better, doesn't it? I think maybe. Yeah. We're going 134 and that's it, and it's decided and I'm not going back on it. And it's locked in, 100% locked in. And we're just never going to think of it again. So, we need to get pretty spooky with it.
Spooky.
Spooky, spooky. Let's put this drone here. We want at least a 16 bar, so that's going to go like that. That's pretty creepy. That coffee's starting to kick in. I'm having a panic attack.
Now I'm panicking.
I'll make this noise up longer. Yeah, that's cool. Need to tease what's going on the drop. There's two options. We could either do the classic kind of resample, just the bass down and echo it, which does always work. But I've also got this grime square kind of patch. And I'm thinking it could be cool to like tease that. So let's just try it. You know, kind of like Bokeh Creeper, lad.
Yeah.
How do you say it, Bokeh or Bokeh?
Bokeh.
Yeah, it's probably right.
This guy's moving kind of bokeh.
That's dark, right, innit?
Sounding pang though.
Actual factual coming from you. Let's drench it in fucking reverb. Just grab that hat. Put like a nice tight echo on it. Sync off, time on, filter off. Maybe that could sound cool if that kind of slowly. That's kind of cool. Could get weirder towards the end though. We'll have the wet dry turn up towards this end bit. Mess around with the rate maybe. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to freeze and flatten that so that I don't mess around with it. This thing here, I wonder if we can get some interesting shit with Portal maybe. Glitch out and get freaky. Here we need like an impact. Maybe we'll put an echo on it. I'm thinking 8th notes. Gonna freeze that down. Sounding okay. Something like that. So some reverb on it.
What did he say?
Ooh, yeah, something like that. Let's fucking, do you know what? We always use echo. Let's do echo boy instead. Who's gonna stop me, Danny?
Probably no one.
I want to fight you.
Probably would we? Nobody. Dotted 8th notes. Ooh. Not enough feedback. Way too loud. I think we need to distort the original a bit more. And then I think OTT the echo as well, just to keep that tail going a bit longer. I want like a boop, 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 boop. That one is speaking to me. I'm going to try duplicate this grime thing and maybe like knock this one up 2 octaves or something to get like a high layer in. This needs to come up like here. That should be the snare thing. What I'm going to do is just change up this. What I'm going to do is resample these 2 intro basses and then turn this into like a kind of crazy layer. So band split off to avoid any kind of nasty phasing. I'm going to just turn it down right now because it's going to get a bit leery. Maybe we kind of push the harmonic into it. Maybe we do the same over here, but we slowly turn the gain up towards the drop. Now, obviously that sounds crazy right now, But if we kind of tuck that in and have that slowly kind of rise up, just to create this kind of sense of apocalypse type vibe, you know, like the fucking world's about to end.
What we really need to do is create a powerful sense of dread.
Thinking like really chorusy, echoey vocal. Maybe this one will be good. I'm not looking really for like a phrase here. I'm just kind of looking for just like an ooh or an ah type beat. Aha.
When we touch, I want to make love. I want kiss, 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 kiss.
Oh. That's nice. So this dark layer that I've got kind of starts to do my head in after a while. It's just that harmonic. So I might just slowly start to kind of duck that harmonic out of the way here. Just kind of pull it down. Maybe no throw on that one. Okay, what we need is like some kind of choke on the drop. Convolve should go first. No sub, way too loud. Maybe push some harmonics in at the beginning. Here I'm thinking like a serum wiggly worm. Yes guys, back at it, day 2. So let's take a look at kind of the notes from the other day. Build up, right in, contextualize a drop, done. First 16 bar, fully fleshed out on the drop. That's not really done, but I'm just going to cross it off the list because it makes me feel good when I do it. Find pre-drop vibe, that has been done. Second 16 figured out. We haven't done that, but I'm going to make a fresh list. We've got some stuff written down already. Second 16 grind bass version of the drop. What the hell? Yeah. I think that could be a good idea, actually. Do you think that pretty could be a cool idea? What do I want to get done today? Get most of the first 16 proper solid, and then I want to really get the second 16, you know, started today. Yeah, cool. Right, so let's get started. So what do I want to do first? Fatter, girthier, more drawn out, meaty version of the wub. So yeah, the idea that I had in my head was this main kind of bass line is repeating. Then at this part, so the kind of the last pairing of basses, to be like a really fucking big, disgusting version of that. So let's duplicate that patch, and I'm just going to edit this second one. Oof, it's getting a bit disgusting, that. Maybe we do the classic, push some harmonics into it. Let's mess around with the hyper. That's kind of cool. It's a bit intense. It's a bit harsh in the tops. Back off the kind of 3-4K region. Maybe a bass here. Maybe have this grind square kind of come in. Maybe another variation where it's like a bit, I'm thinking a bit pluckier, like bum bum bum. And then just like a little sub drop there in that little spot. We can just use this 808 that we've fucking got up here. We need to edit kind of this bit of the drums to have something more kind of interesting happen. Maybe we have like a filter fill there. So we just go like this maybe. And then we just have that switched on just for this bit.
Works really nicely.
Validation received. Yeah, I was thinking about using this grind bass that we kind of hear used in the intro and the build up. Maybe switching to that in this next section. It should feel kind of already at home in there because, you know, it's already appeared in the track, so it kind of already exists in the universe of this track. That sounds cool.
Sounds cool.
Let's take off this envelope because we are going to control it ourselves. So in terms of drums, I'm thinking either throw a ride on it or throw a shaker on it. Let's try a shaker. I've got a patch and serum that's just a dead basic, super clean shaker that I kind of like to use. It was not me that came up with it. It was a guy called, I believe he's called Owen Palmer on YouTube. So props to him for that. I'll link it, if I remember, in the comments. Essentially, it's just kind of white noise being controlled with an EQ controlling like a low bump and a high bump. So what I want to do is kind of do a bit of automation on this shaker just to make it feel like it's a bit more natural. I want to do basically this kind of thing by messing around with the release. Sorry, not release, decay. However, it's going to be a bit awkward to automate it because it's such a fine resolution, talking only like a little bit of up and down needed for it to kind of sound cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to map the decay of envelope 1 to macro 1, which is going to let me set the kind of minimum and maximum amount. So that's kind of the minimum I would want, really tight shaker. So we're going to go map, and minimum is going to be 28 milliseconds. Yeah, probably there, 95. So now, I can get really kind of crazy with this big decay and like, it should sound nice, you know? And then that creates this nice kind of swelling. Maybe throw in a different open hi-hat for this section. Something with a bit more kind of presence and character. Maybe this one. Let's try bass modulator on it. Potentially, I think we should bring in some kind of cushion here as well. Ooh, That could be a nice layer, maybe. Kind of cool. We need to fix this transition from the first 16 into the second, but I don't know if I have the brain capacity to kind of do that right now. That could be cool if kind of everything dropped out here. And here we need like a little noise down thing. In my head, I'm kind of hearing that restart to swell up towards the end of the 16. So yeah, at this point here, what I will do is I will get a really big long reverb, hopefully one that doesn't crash my Ableton. Yeah, super massive triangle and hall. So what we need is record this reese down. Reverb on this one, full wet, 100% wet. So we'll grab Pro Q, we're just going to take out basically all of the kind of real lows. Might just distort it and then resample it again. So band split off. So now let's record that again down onto this track here. So what I've done is I've just taken the actual distortion off for the main one and just left it on like the reverb version, so that the reverb's got a bit more high end in it. Kind of done this. More vocally shape. We have also kind of done that. Reese texture layer, yeah, let's make that. So all I mean by that is that sometimes it can be really cool, guys, if we take kind of our patch. So this works especially well for kind of if you've got a bass that's really centered in kind of the lows and the low mids, and there's not much going on in the high end, right? For example, this bass here, if you see it on the EQ, it's just really kind of low mids. What I like to do is insert an artificial kind of layer, like a texture layer. So if I just kind of look and see what kind of textures I've got in here, yeah, nice. Maybe something like that would work. So what I'll do is I'll throw my serum or whatever patch it is into a instrument rack, create a new chain, and then I'll throw that texture layer on new chain, right? So I'm just going to pitch around this texture layer until I find a place where it kind of sounds nice to me. Just adjust the volume. Now that's going to play alongside with that bass. And it just kind of makes that breeze sound dirty, you know? It gives it some air, it makes it sound organic. So I'm going to maybe flutter it, because I always just like to use a little bit of flutter. Taiki Newlight showed me this, so big ups to him. He's very good. Fluttering from the Reese. Just makes it crispy, you know? Maybe we switch up the drums for that bit as well. So instead of having this jingle in there, who recognises that one, guys? Don't know if it's the exact same one, but if anyone thinks they recognise that. Oh, well, Danny just ruined it. I'll blank out what Danny said, but if anyone... if I'm going to blank...
Yeah, I'm just doing good.
He's too fucking switched on, guys. Nothing gets past this man. I'll blank out what Danny says if anyone thinks they can recognise that. Drop it in the comments below and don't forget to subscribe. Oh. I'm kind of liking that one, lad. It's giving it like a fucking weird vibe, but funky as fuck. I mean, I kind of think that works pretty well, to be honest with you. So I'm just going to fucking put it in. This section could do with some kind of mid-bass things going on. How's everybody feeling? I'm feeling good. We are running out of time this week. We need to pick up the pace. So what I'm going to do is just fucking get the full tune fleshed out. There's going to have to be another kind of breakdown / build type vibe over here. So I'm just going to copy and paste what I had for the intro. Eventually we'll go and change all this stuff, guys, but second drop here. From there, go into like some kind of dub / mixing section. When I say a dub section, I don't mean literally like a dub style track. I call it a dub section because it's basically a part of my tune where the arrangement is very stripped back. We're just dealing with lots of sub, more stripped back, just drums, bass and effects. It just makes it really helpful to mix. I really kind of appreciate that in a track. So maybe we'll just have this section be 32 bars long. And then from here, we're gonna go out into an outro. Yeah, so I've copied over the section and I'm just going to have it do basically the same thing. I mean, this is just a roller, right? And I don't want to do too much. Just have it drop back into the same thing, but just with more interesting, different things going on in percussion. And then for this dub section here, I guess I can just take out like the higher layers. Just have these be kind of sub. Okay, cool, so that's freeze and flatten down. This texture, maybe I'll have this texture slowly come in. And then also, I want those drums to kind of verb out, so let's put super massive. Let's slowly turn the return up for the drums. And I'm just going to take some low end out of that reverb because it's a bit muddy. I kind of just want that to be splashy. I think we can do the same kind of filter down thing but with the snare. I'm going to kind of slowly filter that down. So let's try like Portal after it or something. Yeah, Yeah, sick. I'm gonna freeze and flatten that so I don't fuck with it. So maybe let's try like an interesting vocal. Let's just see if there's something weird that we can do with this. Yeah, that works for me. I'm going to freeze and flatten that. I think potentially this grime square for this section needs to fade in a little bit more. Yeah, I'm liking that. First note of this. This could be cool, ran through the same thing. And I think that we need to kind of reverse into this pad sound. So to do that, I'm just going to literally take a bit of the reverb tail and reverse it. Just try reverse it into itself, I suppose. See how that sounds. Do we need a little sub drop? Have we already got one in? I think we do. Sub drop here instead. I think we need to resample these hats here and have them do something interesting also. Let's take this kick out, do like this kind of thing. Maybe we put this little snare over here as well. Could this like lead thing go on the dub section? Yeah. What I think needs to happen now, I kind of like how these two sections are flowing. I think I'm going to go through and just listen to each section and get another list on the go. We're very close now to kind of the final stages of this track. Right, let's have a look at this. Second 8 bar in the first 16. Add some dub effects. Let's do that, that's nice and easy. That one could be cool. Freeze that down, flatten it down, and then have a mess around with some of the volumes on it because the volumes are a bit crazy. Sounds good to me, guys. Cross that off the list. Right, what's next? Suck into the stab bass. Easy. Take that first note, put my thing down, flip it and reverse it. Freeze and flatten that. Shorter. That'll do. So we can cross that one off. Spectral time or echo, last bass stab out into the second section. Oh. Yeah, I like that. It's subtle, but it's cool. We'll keep it in. That's done. Sweeps and effects up to second 16. Yeah, cool. Put that there. And second 8-bar, resample bass and make some nice notchy stuff, neuro vibes. Been liking to put convolve before everything else. Ooh. I don't think it's grooving quite how I want it to, but we'll leave it in for now. I'm not sure how I feel about it, to be honest, but we'll leave it in for now. Resection more vocal effects. I think I just want some more like... Getting a bit fucking hectic, this project now, guys. This is why I really want to get like most of it done today, because I can feel myself starting to just lag with this tune, which happens, like it just happened. Obviously every producer's different, but for me, there's only so much time I can spend on something before I fucking hate it. So it's kind of like there's definitely like a time limit on tracks for me where it's like I need to get it done, otherwise, you know, I'm just over it. Like a thing here. Maybe that. Reverb throw coming up here. Anyway, that's fine for now. It's roughly what I want. Riser in the middle breakdown. Subby section slightly empty. More dub effects. Maybe we'll find one more. Okay guys, welcome to what I think is going to be the last day. Had a few listens off stream and just kind of feel like I've got to the point where it's like each section feels somewhat unique. The track's got a nice flow. I don't want to overcook this one. I'm trying not to overcook tracks too much, so I think I'm just going to call it a day and mix it. Been through and organised the session, and yeah, let's just fucking crack on. I've got a few references loaded up. It's giving me like Alex Perez, Chesco vibes, so I've dragged in a couple of their mixes. This Dreamer. And then Bomba. So yeah, just gonna fucking crack on. drive these drums a little bit. Take some lows out of the distorted version, linear phase. And just tuck that in parallel behind the main drums. Clip these tops a bit. Bit of inflator. If anyone's wondering why I'm not being talkative, I've just had my tax bill through. I'm in a bad mood. 'Cause every time we touch, yes guys, so I think I'm going to leave it there. If you haven't already, please drop a sub, drop a comment if you enjoyed the video, drop a comment if you didn't. Yeah, big ups, thank you all so much. We hit 200 subscribers. So thank you to everyone that's subscribing, I really appreciate it massively. Your boy Jackham, bye.